Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Fun Time with Sonic. And in this episode, we're starting out the Spring Hill Zone, and we finished up last time I forget what it's called zone, the Greek Zone, we'll call it, because that's what it reminds me of. Oh, holy crap. Whoa, no, I want that. No, let me back up, let me up. Whoa, not that way. All right, come on. And let me up. Oh, whoops, not that way. What did I do? Wow, okay, whatever I did, I that's what I did, and I went backwards. Okay, I guess I need to concentrate on going up, or going up when I do that, I guess. Crap. Whee! Oh, well, whatever. Okay, we can work with this, I guess. So, anyway, yeah. Last time we went through the Greek zone, basically. I guess what I really wanted to talk to you guys about this time was, something actually that I'm doing today is I actually have the day off from all of my jobs. Hooray! So, I've never have been one to take a day off sitting down. So, what I ended up doing was actually doing some job applications, job applying. I was about to say those at the same time. So, it's some of you know, I don't remember if I've actually, really? Oh, good grief. Anyway, as some of you might have known from a previous video, I might have mentioned it, I don't remember if I actually did or not, but no, do not shoot me, or whatever you do. I am a history teacher, adjunct, so I'm a part-timer. That was not so fun. Okay, let's try that again then. Alright, so I am a part-time teacher, and I've been applying for full-time jobs, which it kind of, good God, it kind of tends to happen every semester, or every year really, whenever all that goes on. And I've actually been doing some of that today. I did, I think, 3 of them. Darn it, almost made it. I sent off 3 applications this morning, and it's, the process worked out reasonably well, actually a lot better than I thought it would as far as the actual applications themselves. One thing though that always kind of gets me a little bit about applying for jobs is, I'll put it this way. If any of you are academes or in academia, you kind of know what I mean when I'm about to say some of this, but I am an adjunct. I am part-time, so I don't get full-time, one thing. And I have a master's degree. So whenever I go to apply for full-time jobs, it generally does not work out all that well because I only have a master's degree. Now, you might be asking, why don't you have a PhD? Well, mostly because after about 2 or 3 years of grad school and 4 years of undergrad, my poor little peon brain was crying out enough. So I ended up, I just stopped there basically. I got a teaching job at the community college, where I still am actually, and I've been teaching since. So I have a master's degree, and I've been applying for these full-time jobs, which there are a pretty decent number of them that are open to basically to masters. Wow, that was really great. That are open to master's graduates, but at the same time, though, there is a little bit of a difference, or there is a little bit of an issue with. Good God, there is a little bit of an issue with some of them because when you are a master's holder and you apply for a job like that, yeah, they can be great. They definitely can get you going forward in regards to your career and to making a better life for yourself, which is obviously the whole goal. But the problem with it is, there are a couple of things with it. First off, if you apply for a job and a doctorate graduate or somebody who's working on their dissertation even applies for that same job, you're not going to get it. It's pretty much a guarantee you will not get that job because they will always favor the doctoral graduate, especially if they have their PhD in hand, and they will certainly favor an ABD, which is what they call those who have passed their doctoral exams and they haven't actually finished their dissertations yet. So they will basically favor anybody who is a doctorate holder or who is well on their way to getting a doctorate over a master's graduate every time. Which I understand, because you want to have the most capable candidate you have, or you can get, and you want to have somebody with the best qualifications, I guess. Obviously, I mean, that's something you want for every job. You want the best candidate. But the problem with that is, well, for me, I don't have a doctorate, so I'm always on the wrong end of that stick. Another thing with it is, if you have done any applying in academia, or if you're in academia, you probably know this, that can tend to be very... I was looking to see if there was a power-up down here. I guess not. Okay, it tends to be very precarious because really, some of the jobs, for one thing, really... Well, so much for that. I was doing okay on the rings, too. Anyway, so one thing is, obviously those jobs are always subject to funding. I mean, if they don't have the money, then there's no way they're not going to be able to get you the job at any point. So, okay, well, that was a little bit quicker than I thought. There you go. Anyway, so if they don't have the money, no job, of course. Another thing is, even if you do send out an application and everything's in line and you've got all this great stuff going and et cetera, ad nauseum, if you apply, as often as not, wow, that works real well. As often as not, you're probably not going to hear from anybody. I've applied for so many different jobs where I have put in the applications and everything, and then I don't hear anything from any of them ever again. I don't really understand why they do that sometimes. Alright, there we go. Okay, oh, that'll at least get me up here. And it's a little frustrating at times because you won't get an email, you won't get a phone call, anything that indicates that you have applied for this job at all. And it's as though your application almost didn't exist. Wow, that was close. Okay, so yeah, it can get a little frustrating at times because you keep sending out these applications and you keep getting nothing back. And after a while, and I don't mean to sit here and start going, oh, woe is me or anything like that, but after a while, it gets a little frustrating. It gets kind of depressing, actually, because you keep doing it and it seems like you're doing it almost for no reason, or that there's no, no benefit or any sort of long-lasting, I guess, upside to doing all this applying, because you keep applying and you keep hearing nothing, and it ends up that either they just didn't ever consider you, or, no, I don't want to play with you at all. Get away from me. No, get away from me. Well, at least they don't fall off the ledge onto me, I guess, or with me. La la la, yes, going to be very patient, not deal with you. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of my thing with that, is it's not, again, it's not terrible, and it's certainly not the worst thing in the world, but it's just, a few issues that I have there. Well, that could have gone better. Anyway, just a few little things that I have there, or little issues, I guess, that I have with that whole process. Now, what I want to hear from you guys is, I guess, my participation question for the day, so to speak, is, have you guys had any experiences like that? It doesn't even necessarily have to be with a job. It can be with, maybe if you're trying to learn how to do something, maybe learning a musical instrument or anything like that, and you've kept at it and kept at it and kept at it, and it just didn't seem like anything was happening. It didn't seem like anything was coming your way. And if so, then just by all means let me know. And even better, if you have had something like that happen and you have triumphed on the other side, give all the rest of us folks some hope. Just basically let me know. Tell me what happened. Tell me if you've done well, or you've managed to finish things up, or situations have gotten better or whatnot. By all means, just let me know. I want to hear from you. I would like to sort of engage in a conversation about that, just to keep things going. All right, let's go a little further here. Yes, avoid the silly little whatever that thing is. I don't know which fish they call that thing. But yeah, avoid it. It's definitely bad news. All right, come here, platform. There you are. But yeah, that's just basically what I wanted to kind of spiel about today is the random, I guess the random user participation note for the day. So, in other news or on other notes, how are y'all? Hope you guys are doing good. And we're going to get the extra zone because I actually saw it coming this time. Alright, so we got through Act 2, albeit a little bit slowly. Of course, it didn't help when I gave up the ghost in the first stage. Now, let's see if I can do this a little bit better this time and not fall all over the place. So, woo, okay, yeah, so I actually got one of these zones again. You guys doing well? If you are, let me know. If not, well, okay. I guess I can listen as best I can. And, no, I don't want to finish yet. I want more rings! Because apparently that's the order of the day, is rings all over the place. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to think of stuff to talk about, sorry. I guess something else I'll mention is... Oh, there we go. I didn't do too bad this time, actually. Yeah, 50 rings, nice. So, and I got an extra life? Nice. That's always good, or I hope that's what that means. Okay, so, I think I'll go ahead and see about... Oh, I've got one life, that's not good at all. Actually, I think I will hold off here. So, instead of talking about the weather, I will bid you all farewell and adieu, and hopefully if you're in the north where weather is really crappy, it's getting a little bit better for you. But thank you guys for joining me for this week's episode of Fun Time with Sonic. I hope to see you guys here again. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll see y'all later.